We're walking down this big dirt road. This truck speeds by us, then it stops. Inside this tiny white truck, the angriest Argentine Catholic priest that I've ever met. You guys are not allowed to be on tribal land. I know exactly why you're here. You're here to take our children and to run experiments on them for the CIA. I was just like, man, I've heard a lot of them, but that one takes the cake. I told him we do have members in the tribe, so we're visiting the members. He's like, no, if I see you again, I'm calling the cops. And then he just floored it and just drove off, kicked a lot of dirt up at us. Well, we got to visit these members. We got to tell them that we can't come back if we're really not allowed to be here. We visit all these members. As we're leaving, I'm like, hey man, I don't want to cause any trouble. So let's try going a back way out of here. We start going down this back road and we walk in front of the priest's house. He immediately burst the door open. He's like, hey, what do you think you're doing? I'm training. This kid didn't know Spanish. He came out. I have called the police and they are going to arrest you. And I was just like, oh crap. I told my companion, go practice your Spanish. He just goes and just starts giving off random MTC phrases. The priest had no idea what he was saying. He was just like, what are you saying? Why are you telling me all these things? I get out my Nokia brick and I boop, 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 and I call up our branch president. He picked up immediately. He's like, Elder, what's up? Hey, Prez. Yeah, not much. Would you mind coming out to the tribe for a little bit? And he was just like, I'm on my way. And I'm like, thank you so much. Meantime, the priest is just screaming at the top of his lungs. Took us to this big open area with a bunch of chairs. He started to attract a big crowd. Some chiefs of the tribe come and they sit down next to us. The whole time the priest is just trying to tell them exactly why we are the scum of the earth. And the chief looks at us. He's like, so do you guys like the beans down here? And I was just like, oh man, I love the beans. Once the Argentine saw that he was being friendly with me, it made him even more furious. He was like, no! He gathers the other chiefs around. They all come and sit next to me and they all start talking to me and just asking very basic questions. Why are you here? I'm like, oh, I'm a missionary from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I actually started passing out some of the pamphlets and they were taking them. He was like, stop it! No! Our branch president shows up on his motorcycle. Turns out he was really good friends with the chiefs, so they all just started speaking. As they approach us, the priest comes over and he's like, arrest these men! They are trespassing! The police looked at us and they're like, hey, guys, we're gonna leave. You guys want to ride back into town? And we're like, absolutely. We hop in the police car. The branch president's like, don't worry, elders, I got it from here. The police then start talking to us, and that priest was telling us that you guys are CIA agents here to do experiments on their children. When I was a little boy, I actually took English classes from missionaries just like you. I know what you guys are all about. That priest was crazy. And we're like, thanks, man. The day after that, our branch president called us up and he came over to our house and gave us a piece of paper. It was signed by all the chiefs that said that our church had permission to proselyte in the tribe.